With all the plot lines now interconvening and all completed up to this point, time for us to actually get finally to reconvene. But we have playable as Link this time around, so we're not going to be able to get the heart piece or the heart container for Zelda or Lana at this point because Link is the only one available in the bazaar right now. But what can we do to upgrade Link? Can we do anything with him? He can get a second bottle. Let's do it. Upgrade his defense to knock back enemies from the first hits. Very useful. Yeah, assist badges don't really do much anything for him. Not so much. Let's see, Apothecary, we got some more stuff. We now have weapon slots, attack skills, versus skills. Boost weapon drops with versus skills, so that's basically against sorcerers or something like that. So you can have better attacks against certain enemy types. Guard Breaker. Oh my goodness, Guard Breaker is probably one of the best potions out there. Because that means you're basically in focused spirit mode for the majority of basically if not all the match. And so no strong bodied enemy can't basically block your attack. You can just break their defenses anytime you wish. Which is awesome. Very useful. Kind of overdone technically, but it is worth it. So it's time to go into like all Zelda stories need to be, is to Link needs a heroic blade to save the day. And we're going to go with Link, and we're going to go with the Hylian Sword, because why not? And we do have, because then we also have the White Sword, which is the more powerful sword ability. So let's use the White Sword at Link level 20. Let's see how this day unfolds. Forgive me not saying anything. Oh yeah, everyone's like, yeah, Zelda's here. I had to hide my identity from my enemies. So you could, keep yourself a Sheik now. No one would bat an eye. Link, your courage is extraordinary. I could see your potential from the first one we saw in the training yard. Oh, I did have the hair, now did I? The clothes each gain a soul is putting things right with space and time. Next we need to... Hey, hold on! Don't you have some explaining to do? Yes. Tia and I, we're not just from the same clan. We're actually the same person. Shock, horror. But how? It's something more of like, I would say Lana is probably Sia's subconscious. I want to say. And now that she's brought out to the light, and Sia is now basically driven by power now. Well, thanks to that hair punch by Minda, Sia's not as strong. I have now 3 fragments of my spirit. And who could saw this coming? The plot twist everyone saw coming in this game. It is Ganondorf! He's the Dark Beast. Dear, you have been my favorite puppet yet. I just can't, I'm no one's puppet. Whatever the case, our alliance is over. I will break the final barrier myself. This body lacks its full potential. But that will change. Once I wrest the Triforce from you and conquer all. The Triforce shall be mine! Ow! Ganondorf just punched her like nothing else. What? No! Courage and wisdom have been returned to their owners. And Ganondorf has been thrown away, I guess. I will reclaim the Triforce. It shall be mine alone. Why shouldn't I just use that without returning the Triforce back to them? But I guess not. Oh well. Sia is long gone at this point. Her mind is already corrupted. Without Ganondorf's influence now. So yeah, Ganondorf is the main boss. Yeah, I can see that coming. Again, I really wish that sometimes Zelda's games should not have Ganondorf as the final boss. I think he's been very overdone, and due to the fact of every timeline, he's been defeated. Well, he was solely defeated in Twilight Princess, but he came back in Four Swords as a new person. He was sealed in stone in Wind Waker, and he's been resurrected multiple times as the mindless beast in the Downfall timeline. So, Ganondorf himself has been very butchered. And when we ever get a new villain to combat the end, I actually like when there's actually a new unique villain that doesn't require Ganondorf. Probably why I like Skyward Sword so much, because it wasn't technically Ganondorf, it was someone different, but still. But since, you know, Ganondorf is out in the put, we're going to have to basically, you know, get the sword that gets stuff done. I see that your attack force returned. Yes, mine and Link's too. Yep, we're back. Not clear exactly how, but see, his power should be a lot weaker. Shouldn't Lana know about the sealant of Ganondorf? Technically, they were both the same person, so they have the same mindset. He needs to hold the Triforce of Power. You won't be overtaken so easily. No, we can win, as long as we have the Master Sword. I believe Link possesses the spirit necessary to wield it. Well, I do look the part, do I not? But, Princess, the Master Sword is more than just a weapon. It's a barrier. It keeps a fragment of evil locked away. Once pulled, the spirit will be free. The barriers surrounding the temple of the sacred sword are made of a special type of magic. It will weaken it for sure. Pulling the Master Sword won't do undo the barrier. Not entirely, anyway. How can we be sure that Link is truly ready for this? Have you not seen me? Just seen my attacks and everything? I am like the hero that everyone needs. And then we got the waifu wars. Lana's like, yeah, you can be with me. I'll take it. Like, oh, well, well, because technically, you know, Sia has, you know, a thing for Link. So does Lana, because Lana and Sia were once the same person, so they both had the same love interest. I can tell you right now, that's technically how this story unfolds. Is most likely, you know, a love triangle, which is kind of odd. I mentioned that earlier, that this is a whole love triangle. And while the story does work, yeah, so there's that chest right there will probably be either Zelda's or Lana's, but we're not playing as those characters, so we're not going to get any of the heart pieces in this mission, because we're forced to be Link in this, because he needs to grab the sword and get stuff done. Get open the door, that's it, there's no way in. I do like this music in this background for this one. It's like the Temple of Time, but in a rocked out version, a deep bass version. It's so awesome. Those were Bretons. These are these ghost soldiers? Everyone, watch out! Oh boy. Ghost soldiers? How would they do such a thing? Oh, we got new summoners too, ghost summoners. Not really much of they're not really much of a threat. And, okay, I'm going to call contingency on this one. So, both keeps on both left and right have basically an item from all the heroes we've collected so far. From, you know, Ruto, Darunia, Agatha, and Midna. So, apparently, how would you be able to get through this seal without knowing that these characters actually existed before the timeline split? Again, explaining the Zelda timeline is always a confusing mess, no matter what it is. Here we go. I think after finding the sealed statues, I think the barriers dissipate, so you can actually make them go faster moving forward. You take these summers away. Yeah, see, you have the journey of. Well, see, at least that makes sense. The emblem of, you know, the emblem of fire and water actually makes sense. But having Minda's, you know, relic, you know, the shadow relic, is here along with Agatha's, you know, butterflies, makes no sense to me. But still. We also get into magic sealed enemies now. These guys are actually hold basically, you take them down, their magic power goes down quite a bit from this. Okay, I'll try. Use your powers, or latent power anyway. But what if you couldn't get Darunia or Ruto into this place? How would you get the Master Sword in this game if that wasn't the case? So it seems like splitting the timeline was the only way to get the Master Sword. If that never occurred, there'd be no way to would ever get the Master Sword. It'd be completely sealed. Does anyone not know how to climb walls? Oh yeah, that's right. We're not in Breath of the Wild territory yet, but still. So, in this case, we have people from. We only have depending on who you play. If you play like with Darunia or Summon Sword, the other characters here will appear. So bear that in mind. And the Ghost Forgers and everything. Now, I was explaining something earlier about my story I'm working on. You know, I mentioned this in Breath of the Wild's playthrough that I was working on a side story and whatnot of Zelda's of the Legend of Zelda fanfiction. But I've still called it. It's still technically the Legend of Zelda Dream Waker is what I'm calling it. And a lot of the stuff in this story kind of basically relates to what I've actually made the story to come out to be. And while it's not technically one-to-one, there are certain elements like Zelda having a recurring dream of a big omen of some kind, as well as the split personality of a split personality between light and dark side of a particular character, and then basically internal conflict with one another. And well, that's certainly changing things a bit here. Now, I've been trying to work on that story for a long time now. I'm still trying to work on Chapter 6 of the story at the current time of this stream and whatnot. And, well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's kind of hard to actually write a story from time to time. Just because of, well, I can give you the synopsis of it a little bit. It's basically a story that's taking place, you know, basically 3 years after Ocarina of Time, the adult timeline. It's more and more of like, this is what's happening with Zelda during the time of reconstruction, really. You know, after Ganondorf's been sealed, Link has been sent back in time. It's now with Zelda to leave the idea of how does one like Zelda move on from Ocarina of Time's adult ending? Because again, you're never really given an actual answer to what happened with Zelda. Yeah, Zelda's adult form goes... The idea of her story never gets fulfilled. Which is a real shame, to be perfectly honest. I would love to see what would happen. I thought, the Wit 3D version would, give us a better ending to the story, but it doesn't. I know you're basically wanting to, keep the game original, but I would love to have like a side story correspond with what happened with adult Zelda. Like, that's like a story that needs to happen, folks. That definitely needs to happen. And while I am trying to work on my story a bit here, but the fact is that my story I'm working on for the Zelda series is focusing more on what's going on with Zelda. What's her spiel? How does she tick? How she's handling things. Because, let's be frank, except for maybe, the CDI games, and I would say probably, Hyrule Warriors to a certain extent, you really never really get to get Zelda's perspective on basically anything. Like, I know Zelda is basically the main character in the series staple, but you rarely ever get a story that's focused around her. What's her problems? What's her internal conflict? And we all know that she's kind of the damsel in distress trope that sometimes hits, but Zelda is strong enough in her own right that she could basically handle her own. And I would that's why I'm trying to make a story like that. And I've seen other fan stories out there which, they go over the top for their story names and everything. Which is kind of, I like seeing others' works of, making, an actual, an official, look title that would be like an actual game title. But sometimes the titles for those stories are, really over the top and the story's outlandish at times. But my understanding, though, is I just really wanted to have, a story that really just focuses strictly on Zelda. Like, you could have Link in the background on occasion or something like that, you know. Or maybe have, you know... Like, there was technically a game that was proposed a long time ago for the GameCube. I want to say it was basically a sub-story. It was going to focus on Sheik, and it was going to focus on the 7 years that Sheik had, or at least Zelda had to be a Sheik for, like, those times. Like, that's... So, like, that would have been cool, but it was, you know, it was turned down Nintendo a long time ago, and, well, that was, and I wish that game came to be, because, again, I would love to have a game focused on Zelda. For someone who is, you know, the main title of the character's story, there isn't really a story that's really focused around her. Like I said, Twilight Princess, she barely even shows up in the game. She shows up for the few scenes that she's required to do, and then it's like, I gotta be removed from the rest of the game so that, you know, or Minda can get the most focus. And again, I wouldn't mind having, you know, I just want to have more focus. Again, that's why I like the Zelda mangas so much. The Zelda mangas put more character into Zelda herself. That and Ganondorf. Like, Ganondorf gets more backstory in the manga for Twilight Princess too. And so, again, it's like there is an option. There is more stuff to happening here. Was it the Sword of the Seasons and Ages? Oh, immediate aid. No! You're not falling, Mimpa. You're not falling. How are you failing against these enemies? I don't no idea. Again, I wish the ally AI was better. Let's be frank. I wish it was AI better. At least now she's recovered. Let me recover and then she's safe. I believe the Gold Sculpture is on the opposite side here. It was in one of the two rocks over here. Yeah, there's the Gold Sculpture right there. There's the cursed thing. Take you out. There we go. Another one. Yeah, there's summoners everywhere. But the main plot of this area here, we're going back to the game itself, is that the three statues have to be awakened in some fashion by three of the warriors. And once they did, they will be, and once they're fully activated, we can actually access the innards of the temple itself. Boom, bada boom! Link, you gotta move faster than this! But there's also, Lana's in trouble too now. Yeah, the higher class mooks are basically doing damage to the champions that shouldn't be doing damage in the first place. I feel an evil presence nearby. Ew! I thought that was right there. Little summoner around? Oh, too, that's creepy. You think there's an imposter around here? Oh, there's an imposter somewhere. That's right. Find the person controlling the ghost forces. I wonder who this imposter could be. We come back around here. Why is Lana doing over here? Oh, we found the ghost force leader. It's a ghostly Lana. You and your stupid impaired fairy and such nonsense. I'll stop you both if I have to. Defeat this the false bound sorceress. It's not Lana, Link. Take her. No doubt about it. Boom, yad boom. You're gonna have no chance, whoever you are. I can basically break your defenses anytime I wish. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. Be the commander of the ghost soldiers. Boom. Now the ghost soldiers should now basically leave us behind. I guess you're not easy to trick as you look. Oh well, I still won't let you win. Lana's temporarily left the battlefield, apparently. But Lana's still right here. You defeated the fake Lana. The forces are free. Woo! Power's starting to radiate from the center. I think it's about to wake up. 3 statues awaken. Huzzah! Nice. The door opens now. Again, how would this work if the heroes couldn't be around from the era of Twilight and Time? Doors open. Who shall wield the sacred sword has appeared. There's a summoner. Please excuse our trespass. Yeah, excuse you. I'm gonna take you down firstly, thank you. Goes to open the way to the Master Sword. I've retreated, but now there's enemy forces inside the base. Thing is telling me I must retreat for now. Yeah, Impa, Drunia, and Minda are gonna flee the battlefield, unfortunately, because I'm not sure what the process was to awaken the statue, but apparently it takes a toll on whoever does it. We gotta clear out this way. So we're down 3 people in our boss fight. And if we did have Zelda or Lana be playable, we would have their stuff here, but we don't. So we just have to get generic materials from the heaps here. Our remaining forces can finish the task. Come to the pedestal of the sacred sword. We're right there, Minna. It's time to acquire our sword that gets stuff done. At least this Master Sword won't break after usage and everything. Whoa! Boom, ba, boom. Booyah. Got you. You're going down. Down you go. Ow. There you go. That guy's down. Oh. Just gonna try to keep the keeps going so we actually have some, you know, defense against our forces. There we go. Not bad. Oh, hey. I'll take that. Chest for us? What do we get here? We get a sealed weapon! It's someone else's variant. Who could it be? Who knows? I do not recall what number... Oh, you have redeads here! Curse you all! You die now. Ain't gonna get you to fire your own target. Where did it go? It says this. They have so much health! You have to take them down with the weak points, and that's it for them. Man, they're trying to stop us from getting this Master Sword really well. Oh boy, nope. Let's go. Fire away! Booyah! Take these gatekeepers down. As they're air foes, you can take them down with the hook shot if you so wish. Oh boy, no. Oh no! Go, 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 go! Oh boy, nope! Fire away! Get these gatekeepers out of our way. And that brings us to the Master Sword. Blade that gets stuff done. Let's go. Oh boy, nope! Get out of here, you. Booyah! Link's so powerful you can take down, give those down with ease. Let's get this bad boy. And it's kind of weird how the Master Sword's hilt changes color. Sometimes it's blue and sometimes it's purple. I've never understood why it changes from time to time, but still. That gives us our power level up. Yeah! Tired from hiding from me? I'll take you down! Yeah! Hoo-cha! Ho-ho-ho! Your magic has no bearing on my sword. Hi, Wizro. You fool! Yeah, it's time to revenge on you. I actually kind of forgot you were actually a threat to this land. Or whatever. Let's take you down, Wizro. Master Sword equipped. And no matter what weapon you have starting off this match, you'll automatically switch to the Master Sword. Master Sword is the most powerful weapon in the game. And it's very tedious to unlock. Don't mess with me, punk! Give me that Master Sword! Master Sword can't be controlled by an evil hand. Your hand is at hand, wizard! Yeah, but the Master Sword is powerful, it is very potent, it is light-based, and it will show. Thanks to the Master Sword being a one-handed sword, almost every other sword you get from the Hylian Sword is basically new at this point because the Master Sword is just so much better. If you're at full health, you do actually do you do use the Master Sword's wave beams. So yeah, quite a nice effect on that way. But thanks to the Definitive Edition, you have to unlock every warrior's weapons. As soon as you have everyone's weapon unlocked, that's only when you can actually break the Master Sword seals. Which after a while, after you break those down, you will be getting a sword that is 900 power base. But I think right now the sword is at 300 base. So it's basically stronger than the sword you already had now. And it's more powerful than any other enemy that's on the field right now. Oh boy. Boom, bada boom! Take you out, Redeads! So the Dark Forces are trying to get to Zelda. We can't let that happen. Also, any combat AI will go around. We'll actually go after anyone nearby that's Zelda related, or anybody else for that matter. Zelda will fight anyone that comes across. Such incredible strength, Link. You really played the part of the hero well. Well, of course I do. It wouldn't be a Zelda game without me, now would it? To be fair, I wish there was, a story that was focused on Zelda, as I mentioned earlier. I wish there was. But still. Oh, no. You're down. You're going down, buddy. Boom, bada, boom. You guys need to get out of here. We take down Wizzro. If we defeat Wizzro, we win the match. That is our main focus right now. There we go. Now stop by Dark Forces. And here we go. Power up. Boom, bada, boom. Done in. Go. Every dead's down, I can go focus on where Zelda is. If the Zelda flees, we fail the mission, and we don't want that. No, sorry, Bob. This Redead needs to die. One way or the other. Huzzah! Yeah, Zelda, advance. I'll take care of this Redead. Boom-ya! Go forward, Zelda. Flee into the temple. Oh, fine, Wizzro. No doubt about it. Where is he? Where is the little guy? Where is that flying guy? Oh boy. At least Zelda's not gonna, disappear for us this time around. Though she could just, put on the Sheik persona and everyone would just be fine. I didn't want that. I didn't mean to take the potion. I was going for the claw shot, but I didn't mean it though. But oh well, whatever. Wizzro has appeared on the southern corner. Now we know where he is. Now it's time to take him down. Oh boy. Huzzah! Take the Dark Forces away. Booyah! If we keep Zelda safe, if she flees, it's a game over, and we don't want that to happen. Wizzro, it's time for you to take you down. There's also no bosses in this region other than Wizzro. So wait, Wizzro! Full power of the Master Sword at hand. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom! We get enough enemies to get our magic up. Boom, bada, boom! Kill enough enemies and we just say, Wizzro, you have no chance on me. Oh yeah! Superpower charge shot away! Thanks to the Master Sword being light element and Wizzro being dark element, Wizzro takes more damage against the elemental type differences. So yeah, Wizzro had no chance. Nothing bad about that.
Ah, you're cheating! Then again, we didn't give you much choice, did we? If you want Sia, you'll find her in the Temple of Souls. She's not going to be happy.
Master is amazing! Link, as long as you have this, we can't lose! We have our objective. Travel to the Temple of Souls and use the Master Sword to defeat Sia. Victory is at hand. Huzzah! Woo 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 woo! Now summon my horse! Go, Epona! And I love how I don't know what's going on with the animation here, but for some reason the Master Sword flips in the hilt. Take a look at that when the next time you see the animation, and you're like, why does it flip? Why does the sword flip in the hilt? I guess it might have been a designer oversight where the sword was supposed to be placed when Link grabs it, but still, that's kind of funny. Oh, yeah, we get Zelda's second tier weapon, the Glittering Rapier. Nice. So Zelda has some beefy defensive attack as well. Boom, boom, boom. We get all the weak weapons for everyone else. We get Lana's Cloak, because technically we defeated Lana's alter ego, I guess, and now we've got her Cloak.